how we doing? How we doing? So this is February, right? The month we're gonna go into. So I chose love as a topic that we're gonna go ahead and dive into this month. I want to do it into its own little like chapter, I guess, or like, just focus on that. Because I think love is so complex. It can be so confusing at times, and I just want to go ahead and give it a little bit more time there. But let's go ahead and dive right in. All right. I wanna go straight to the point. Make it short and sweet, as people would say, right? So, forgiveness for yourself. That's the first part. And forgiveness for others. But I say forgiveness for yourself first. You got to show yourself grace, because you're not going to be able to forgive others if you haven't done that already for yourself, which is the same thing that comes with loving yourself, right? So forgiveness for yourself, you need to show yourself grace, whether you are the survivor or whether you're the villain. It doesn't matter what your role was in it, as long as you take accountability for your role, right? Because in my case, being a survivor of a toxic relationship, I took accountability for my role in it. A lot of the times, we notice the red flags. We notice all the toxic behaviors from our partners. We notice the abuse. We notice the manipulation, the gaslit, all of that. But a role in it, and let me talk about me, right? My role in it was to forgive myself. Why did I matter less? That was a big one right there for me. How did I not show that love to myself, that appreciation? But it's all right, because at the end of the day, I would not give back any of the years that I spent in that relationship, because it really taught me so many things. And it's really what got me here. There's always a silver lining to things. And just, if you really start thinking that way, you're going to start paying attention. You're going to start noticing that there is a silver lining to literally every situation. The way that I am empathetic to people that have been in toxic relationships or with narcissists, sociopaths, like, I am able to feel for you. I know what it feels like. And that's a type of connection that you can't buy. That's a type of connection you can't learn from the books, or you can't learn from studies. You felt that in your skin, in your bones. So no, I wouldn't give that up, because I got forgiveness for myself. And I got this self-love now. And I know that whatever you may be going through, wherever you are in life right now, I don't know if you're right now in a toxic relationship or not, or maybe you already got out of one. I also know that when you get out of one, then there's also the smear campaigns and other bullshit that you have to deal with, because again, that person is toxic. They're not okay. So that's the other part, right? So we forgave ourselves. We took accountability for our role in it, right? And now it goes to forgiving the abuser, the person that hurt us. Now, when it comes to that, I just said it. They're not okay. They're not good. Especially if you're a good person yourself. You gave it all. You were nice to this person. And that doesn't, it's not just in romantic relationships. I'm talking about in any type of relationship. It could be a work relationship, even with your boss. If you're a great person, if you do your job, if you do everything, but this person just has it out for you. They're not okay, because a good, healthy person recognizes other good, healthy person. But being healthy yourself, you also recognize who's not there yet. Because you notice their behaviors. You notice how they try to gaslight you, how they try to manipulate you, how they try to take your empathetic, right, self, how empathetic you are. They try to abuse that. They try to twist that to their own benefit. You pick up on all of that. So You have to be able to forgive that person, whether they already did the damage, whether you're in it right now, wherever you're at, you need to be able to let go, okay? Because there's the other part that we're going to go into and why I picked forgiveness as the first episode. The first part you need to do is forgive yourself and others. I think of being healthy as movement. People that are healthy, you see them working out, you see them jogging, you see them going to yoga, you see them doing weights. That's movement. They're constantly moving. So forgiveness, that to me equals working out. If you forgive, you have movement inside of you. Because if you don't forgive, you're holding on to things. You're staying stagnant. You're staying in place. What happens when you stay stagnant, right? What happens with water that stays stagnant? It begins to change its color. It begins to smell bad. It begins to have odor. A quick example there. When you go to the bathroom, take number 2. Sometimes you don't smell your own shit. Or maybe you smell it at the beginning, but then after the fact, you're washing your hands. You don't smell it anymore because you've been in there. You've been in there for a minute. You stop smelling it. Same thing comes with holding on to shit. You hold on to that shit for too long, you stop realizing you're holding on to shit. Which you should have let it go. You can't hold on to things. I know it hurts. I know you can carry that for a long time, but you don't need to and you don't wanna. You wanna let that go so you can experience healthy love. Because healthy love does exist. And especially healthy self-love. Yo, so beautiful, it's so good. So let that shit go. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Let it go. You need to walk light. Don't carry a big ass backpack with a bunch of shit that everybody has done to you throughout the years since you were a little kid. You need to let that go. And I know that there are different stages of forgiveness, okay? Because I experienced forgiveness and then again on the same thing that happened to me. There are some things that are pretty deep though, so you got to do it multiple times. So again, let's focus on that, yo. All right? You got this. Let's experience true healthy love. But the first step is to forgive. Let it go. Because that's not you anymore. And if you heard that noise, that was my kitty cat. But all right, yo. We're going to go ahead and go into the spiritual side. And you guys have a great day. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You guys got this. Keep it going. All right. Spiritual side. I only say that because I mentioned G-O-D, but you know, I give people a choice. I want to read something off for you. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. Yo, to me that was wild, okay? My interpretation of it, and if you have your own interpretation of it, please write on the comments. Yo, share with me. Let's talk, let's bond, let's communicate. Anyway, for me, reading each heart knows its own bitterness means that you only know what you've been through. You know your bitterness. You know your hurt. You know what it felt like. You know what maybe it still feels like on your skin. You know the anxiety you get from it. You know everything about it. Your heart knows its own bitterness. And no one else can share its joy. So whether you're in a healthy relationship, right? Your partner is never really going to, and you're not really going to know what your partner's own bitterness is. You're never really going to know that fully, right? Because you're not your partner and they're not you. So But there's beauty in that because you yourself get to experience that. You get to experience, yes, all the hurt, abandonment, everything that you felt, right? Air quotes like negative, that damn, that crap just cut through. You only experience that, but that also means that only you can share that joy with yourself. I find that so beautiful. And I put this on the spiritual side because this is Proverbs. Proverbs 14:10. But when I read that, I felt the joy. I didn't feel any of the negative stuff. I didn't feel any of the other stuff. Of course, I remembered, and I'm like, man, I've come a long way. Like, I always think things need to balance themselves out, all right? And I'm going to leave you guys with this, but whether your own bitterness was really high up, it needs to balance. Things need to balance itself out. The joy is going to come up and meet the bitterness. So when you experience that joy, only you're going to be able to have that beautiful, beautiful joy. Some may be empathetic to it, right? But at the end of the day, stay in that joy. Celebrate that. Ooh, gózatela, you know? Come on now. That was Spanish for like, I don't know. That's why I said it in Spanish, because I didn't know what to say in English. Enjoy it, I guess. But yeah. All right, yo. I'm letting you guys go. Have a beautiful weekend, day, whenever you hear this. But enjoy. All right? Focus on forgiving. You need to let that shit go. Okay? All right. Peace and love, y'all. I know you can do it. You got this. Let's keep it going. All right. Bye.